Hello boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is Defub21 and we have here in front of us today another Warhammer 40k game. Specifically, this is a trailer for Warhammer 40k Eternal Crusade. I believe I reviewed a previous trailer for this game at the beginning of the year. I wasn't very impressed by the kind of production quality of it, to put it mildly. I think this game is available in early access on Steam, so it's already technically sort of out, but I haven't looked at it, haven't looked at it since that trailer I reviewed, and I don't know what state the game itself is in, if it's any good or not. But let's take a look at this trailer and then I'll let you know what I think.
Peggy 16.
Backup needed.
This place was once the home of mankind. Now, no more than another world caught in the constant maelstrom of war. Its fields trampled by 1,000 armored boots. It has been consumed, like all others, by 1,000,000 warring soldiers. And yet, in every raging battle, heroes are rising. Mankind have abandoned this home. There is no comfort or fraternity. There is only...
Come on, let's have her!
War.
Well, what can we say about that? Okay, compared to the previous trailer, I have seen the previous trailer for this game. This is a much better trailer. It's pretty much exclusively, with the exception of kind of animated stuff at the beginning, at the end, it's pretty much exclusively in game. It looks all right. I mean, it's running at the 60 frames a second, which is always good for a gameplay trailer. So it looks fast and fluid. Character animation doesn't seem that sophisticated, but pardon me if you heard that, but it's character animation doesn't look too sophisticated, but graphically it looks alright. I mean, it's not terrible looking. Whether it's any good or not, I don't know. It's been in early access on PC for a while, as it says there. It's out, I think it's September 23rd is when the final release is, or when these days of day one patches and patches days and weeks after release, months after release, and when a game is finally finished or not is a bit of an open question these days as to when exactly that happens. But it looks alright. It's a much better trailer than the previous one. The previous trailer looked terrible to my mind. Didn't look good at all. At least it's been kind of honest, got in-game kind of gameplay. I assume it's just player versus player, or maybe player versus NPC, but it looks alright. Again, the animations seem to be character animations in terms of movement and stuff, seem to be pretty basic, but that's not necessarily an obstacle towards it being a fun game. I'll keep an eye on it. There've been a lot of Warhammer 40k games this year. Again, Space Hulk, Deathwing, or I think it's Deathwing, which is coming out, I think, in November, is currently the Warhammer 40k game is coming out this year. Is the one that's really got my attention, because the gameplay trailer that was released early this year looked absolutely fantastic. Looked really good on Unreal Engine 4 and so on, and it looks cool, and I could do with a new, for want of a better term, a new Left 4 Dead game to play, a 4-player co-op against an unpredictable computer adversary. But this will, I'll keep this game in mind. It's a better trailer than the previous one, and if it gets really good reviews, then I'll certainly go onto my list of things. Should I buy it or should I not? But again, a step in the right direction. But I'm not particularly, again, hyped about this game. The problem is, I don't know what Games Workshop's strategy has been, but they have really been, divvying out licenses left, right, and center for Warhammer 40k. They don't appear to have been, both this year and last year, and they don't appear to have been. They went kind of crazy after THQ went bust. They may have had some kind of exclusivity agreement with THQ. We know Dawn of War 3 is being made by Relic, who made the previous 2 Dawn of War games. They're now owned by publisher Sega after THQ went bust. But as I said, there's been too many in particular Warhammer 40k games, a variety of different genres. Many of them, in terms of quality, have not been good at all, and it's kind of the good. It's like what's happened like on the iOS store and on the Android store, which is that a lack of quality control has resulted in the good stuff being swamped or being drowned out or being lost in the din of shouting by the also rans and the really kind of mediocre, crappy stuff. And I would think maybe Games Workshop needed some cash and needed it quick, licensing fees and so on. That's why they got so relaxed with their licensing of their intellectual properties for use in video games. But it's they need to kind of rein that in, because it is if the bad games keep coming, it's really going to negatively impact their key product's reputation. But again, as I said, this game looks, again, much better trailer than the previous one. It's seems to be quite honest in terms of what the game looks like. Could be fun. I don't know. We'll find out come launch and when the reviews come in. And of course the Steam reviews will also be in, and they can be pretty unforgiving, as the people who Hello Games, who made No Man's Sky, discovered their PC, or the PC release, which was a complete mess. Was it last week at this stage? Yeah, late last week at the time of recording. Anyway, this is Defub21. If you agree with my sentiments, or better yet, if you don't agree with my sentiments, please let me know, or my thoughts, please let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please like it. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so for more content like this. This is Defub21 signing off. Toodaloo.